my name is Adam Sloyer, and this class is the benefits and pitfalls of alternative venues. At well over 1,500 miles, this must be the longest catwalk in history. This is a fashion show that Fendi produced on the Great Wall of China. It's a fascinating event on a number of levels, but to me, it's really symbolic of how the event industry has progressed over the years and how venues have done the same. So in today's class, we're going to expand on this idea of alternative venues. We're going to talk about what an alternative venue is and where it's come from, how it's evolved. We're going to talk about some of the general advantages and disadvantages of alternative venues. We'll identify some specific types of alternative venues, and we'll dissect the pros and cons of those specific types. And along the way, we'll showcase some unique venue examples. So what is an alternative venue? An alternative venue could be a site that was not initially designed for meetings or events, something like a loft or a photo gallery. Or it could be a site whose primary use is not for meetings or events, like a private club. Or it could be a combination of both, something like a museum. And the common theme is that they need your money, but they don't necessarily want your event. So believe it or not, events have not always been held on the Great Wall of China, and there was a time in the not too distant past where events were almost exclusively held in hotels and banquet facilities. So what changed? Well, first of all, there's been a steady erosion over the years of funding to cultural institutions and government buildings on a national level, on a state level, on a municipal level. A quick side story, after September 11th, the government commissioned a top consulting firm to analyze the numbers of a very prominent New York City museum. Apparently, the museum was not sustaining itself financially, and the government wanted the consulting firm to come in and take a look at the issues of the museum. They were nervous that the museum was headed down a dangerous path. So the consulting firm came in, and what they found was that the museum really needed a totally revamped business plan. They needed a new marketing strategy. They needed to take another look at membership pricing and membership benefits. So in short, not only did this museum have to open up its doors to outside events more proactively, they needed to reorganize their culture to be more accepting of these outside events, to make doing events, producing events for outside companies easier and more attractive within the museum space. Along the same lines, you look at an alternative venue type like a private club that for so many years had most of its revenue tied into the membership. Now, all of a sudden, these private clubs have seen a drastic reduction in membership, and now they're forced to go out and also look for alternative sources. Now, these clubs have the banquet facilities, they have the catering know-how, and again, they're another type of venue that's proactively going out and looking for outside events to help increase their revenue stream. I think the biggest change, though, overall in the progression of alternative venues has been the growth of the event marketing industry as a whole. It's gotten increasingly more popular. There are more bright people. There are more creative people. There are more people that are willing and eager to push the envelope. And that's how you end up coming from a traditional event in a banquet space to a designer fashion show on the Great Wall of China. So let's talk about some different types of alternative venues. There are museums, cultural facilities and institutions, art galleries, private clubs, nightclubs, lofts and photo studios, stores, yachts, athletic facilities, restaurants, parks and outdoor areas. This is not a complete list of venues, but all of these spaces have the same common theme, which is they weren't initially created for event use, or that's not their primary function currently. And again, the common theme that they need your money, but they don't necessarily want your event.